What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Loreena McKennitt. Thank you once again to Michaela for providing The Mask and Mirror, as well as another album in physical form, and multiple other albums in digital form. Indeed, I'm happy to mention that I have now access to an album prior to this one from I think, 85, called Elemental, and then a couple more albums into the future, as well as a holiday album, which I'm very much looking forward to. So yes, lots more Loreena is coming on the channel, and thank you again to Yvonne for kicking this deep dive off with, what was it, Mummer's Dance, I believe? So yes, the next tune on The Mask and Mirror is Full Circle. So this phrase typically is idiomatic, meaning the idea that one has come back to one's original starting point, and whether that is considered to be a negative result or a more positive one, or somewhere in between, meaning you could seek to find destination B but somehow get lost along the way and end up back at destination A. You could be starting from a point of conceptual significance and later in the project or process find your way back to a very similar, indeed identical conceptual significance, and in that regard I suppose it would be at the very least more neutral, if not overtly positive. But yes, I expect this phrase to have both figurative meaning and perhaps narrative context. Of course, it does create a visual, the idea of a fully formed circle. So yes, I'll see what I can catch on a first listen, but all I know to expect is incredible vocals and multifaceted, lush production, as I've heard across the album. So let's give it a listen. This is Loreena McKennitt. The track is Full Circle, and it's from her 1994 album, The Mask and Mirror. does one say after hearing a piece of music like that? I'll try to answer that question right now, but holy smokes, like, the degree to which I'm transported by her music cannot be overstated. And, it's interesting, and this is a bit of a sideways reference, but on my channel, one of my mix series is the Ambient Excursion, where I use these atmospheric and down-tempo Sybient tracks, and that genre of music is very transportive for me. I feel like I'm out in the cosmos. I feel like I'm genuinely exploring the stars, and there's an emotional upswell that I experience when I listen to really good Sybient, and especially when I mix it with quotes from people like Sagan or Neil deGrasse Tyson and so on. Now, this is a different territory. This is more like seeping into earth and history and, feeling a resonance of world music and intimately human character. But I'm transported as much by Loreena's music as I am by the very best Sybient tunes. And I feel like I'm exploring centuries past and other continents, other times and places that don't exist anymore. And it's interesting, and this is in no way a knock on Enya, but Enya is a name that I've known going back to when I was at least like a teen in the 90s, and having a sense that she was this artistic, artful singer who made world music type tracks incorporating instruments and stylings that were not common in pop music. And again, not in any way a knock on her, but how is she like a internationally known artist, and Loreena I had never heard of until a few months ago. Now, maybe that's just me. That might just be, through the idiosyncratic nature of my own history and, things I heard about, things I didn't, things I encountered, others that went past my radar without noticing. Maybe Loreena is, as well known or as much celebrated as Enya. But again, one I've heard of going back decades, the other I've only just discovered. And just like her composition, her vocals, my God, her vocals, the use of these, let's say, less common or atypical instruments, it's just incredible. So here we have like her incredible lead vocal, which is at times almost operatic, but at other times it feels very like fantastical. It felt like I was watching Lord of the Rings or some other Tolkien level fantasy world. Then we also have the non-melodic vocals, or not non-melodic, non-verbal melodic vocals, where she's not even singing words, but it's giving me this atmosphere and this feeling. Then there's the, I think, fiddle, that main instrument element in the track, which like, not from the very beginning when it was just doing those almost like cry type sounds, and then by the end when it was really flourishing and fluctuating, it almost sounded like it was alive, like it was an instrument that was like a living creature that was complementing what was happening. So yes, we get like chant-like singing, which speaks to earlier centuries. We get fantastical sonics, which make me feel like I'm being transported to a world that is beyond Earth and perhaps has metaphysical or supernatural elements. We get an instrument which makes me think of, something on the scale of the dinosaurs, like, some huge beast that doesn't exist here on Earth. And it was, very lyrical in its sound and the ambience of it all, which, again, maybe part of what has attracted me to Loreena's music is that there's this, even when it's Celtic, even when it's tribal in its sound, it has this expansive and dense ambience to the track. So yeah, just another remarkable tune. Her vocals are incredible. The composition of the track is breathtaking, and I don't even know what to say. So again, I have more from Loreena. I have a live performance of this album available. We have a holiday album, so yes, Loreena will be continuing into the far future. Once again, thank you to both Michaela and to Yvonne. Thank you to any others of you, like Chris, I think, has been commenting on the Loreena reaction, so shout out to you as well. And I'm just looking forward to more. So yes, a couple more, or 3 more, is that right? Yeah, 3 more tracks on the album, and I'm looking forward to every single one of them. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.